Grand Rising, wonderful souls. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Bronwen. If you are new to my channel, it's really good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. I just had this vision of two people like aggressively shaking hands, aggressively. And you know, sometimes it's like a power thing to shake someone's hand and then put your other hand on top of theirs. I don't know if I was getting a bit of this, and then I saw like a briefcase open and like all these papers just float, they fly out. I feel like someone here is being congratulated by those who would rather see them fall, or people are having to admit something when it comes to your growth. They're having to admit it. It's right in their face. They cannot ignore it, nor can they deny that you've accomplished something here. I feel it's more than just that though. Someone is going to gain recognition for something here, for some sort of achievement, something that other people thought you could never do. And this like aggressive handshaking, it gives like corporate finance, like that, the type of industry where it's very competitive. Let me have a look. Let's see what wants to come out, okay? Someone is very intrigued in how you were able to do something as well. They may have been watching your progress for a while, and then you became a spare thought. And I know that's a really crappy thing to say, and that does not in any way measure your value at all. But they went from being, oh, very intrigued, to they won't do anything, and like kind of took their eye off the ball, so to speak. And you did something, you grew up, you grew up. There's something about growing up. We have the wheel here with Archangel Jeremiah or Jeremiel. New beginnings. End of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Come on now, come on. This shaking of a hand, it gives also, like, you know, when you have graduation and you have the gowns and you have the cap with the little pointy bits and everyone throws the cap up in the air, and I don't think people do that anymore for health and safety reasons, but anyway, it's giving that. It's like, here is your diploma, shake, 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 but it's more aggressive than that. The wheel coming out is amazing. That's some really good energy there. We also have the 8 of Michael. You can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So I feel like somebody has passed a threshold. There's something about you passing a threshold of a point of no return, but this is a good thing, because if there were people that are now having to go, okay, all right, collective's done it, collective's healed, or collective's successful, collective's been able to make their money or be independent, or whatever it may be, that they're kind of scratching their heads going, how did you do that? It is clear to everyone that you were able to do it. It doesn't matter how you did it, you did it. And if these people were bad-mouthing in any way, and I don't really want to dip into that too much, you're kind of free of this. There may have been accusations, or there may come accusations, but this making courageous choices to change your situation, someone here may have felt stuck or really frustrated by their environment, by the job they had, the relationship they were in, whatever that may be, and made a really courageous choice to walk away from something, to choose themselves. But in choosing yourself, it may have actually created like a tower and then a domino effect of how that affected people around you. And rather than staying because it may upset other people, or rather than staying in that job, staying in that relationship, staying in that family dynamic, moving away and prioritizing yourself, it's done wonders for you, because it's also telling the universe, I'm ready. I'm literally ready. I'm ready to cut the cords, is what I'm hearing. But again, the other reading that I did, the first thing that I saw was like white, black, like yin yang, and it being torn and then replaced and then like put back together, meshed together. And what I'm seeing again is like this this threshold. One side is white, one side is black, and it's like you have stepped over and mushed, I don't know, you've mushed something all together and gone, well, I'm not going to play by those rules. I don't have to play by those rules. Those rules are man-made, or those rules are, you know, dysfunctional, or those rules are, I just don't want to play by them. I'm going to play by my own rules. And in doing so, you freed yourself. And I feel like there is something going on with like a court case. I don't really get at the moment it's anything like big and scary. I feel like there's something here with you winning. You have won. You have shown everyone. And I need to tap into it more. I need to tap into it more. Especially with that not seeing things clearly. I also get that I don't think that you realise how far you've come. I don't think that you give yourself enough credit for how much you have struggled, but how much you have healed. How you've been able to stay soft in times that would really create hardness, or even the fact that you became hard because of your experiences and went, well, that's not how I want to be. That's no fun for me. That's not the experiences that I want in life. I want to find softness. I want to fall in love with myself. And you did. And when I said that, I got shivers. I got chills. Like, I honestly feel like somebody has, it's not even about like passing a test. I do feel like there may have been a major test that someone passed, but it's more than just passing a test. It's like, I don't know, someone here has like this cosmic knowing that things are temporary, the universe has their back, and that your value comes from within yourself. And if that means that you have to allow everyone to fall away and you go on your path by yourself, so be it. And not out of like, well, F all of you, more just, you're on your path, I'm on my path. You can walk my path as long as you're at the same vibes and vibration as me. If you're not, go back to yours. It's all good. We have got the Three of Gabriel coming out. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Take time. Oh, time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. This is amazing. And then we've got the Queen of Ariel underneath. Okay, this is really amazing. This is really flipping awesome. Like, I'm so excited for you. And I feel like someone here's none the wiser to it. They're just like, I've just been alchemizing, you know. Something's sped up. Something's sped up in the way that when things are coming towards you, or coming towards this person in the collective, you're able to get through it a lot quicker, or you're able to alchemize something, or why am I getting like metabolize something a lot quicker than you were before? And it's almost like taking it in your stride when things happen, when towers fall, just like, okay, that's happening. But I know it's for my highest and greatest good. Let's navigate through this. Okay, and let's continue. Whereas maybe in a year before, or 5 years before, or whatever, that tower would have taken a really flipping long time for you to get over. That's not a bad thing. It's just evolution. It's expansion, you know. This Queen of Ariel says, nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. I love that. I absolutely like that. Do you want me to put this down? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put this one down. I'm going to show you that properly rather than just a quick flash and then nothing. There you go. Let's pop you here. But that the Three of Gabriel, so the Three of Wands, I'm really drawn to that card out of all of them. Adventure, expansion, the fact that there's a boat there, and this woman, she looks so chuffed, she looks so happy and so excited. I mean, you can't see her face properly from where you are, but she's ready for a new adventure. She's ready to explore. She's packed her bags. The sky is blue, you know, she's ready. Get her out onto the open road. And I feel like this threshold that you have passed, it's more expansive. There's something about being able to like breathe out. Imagine wearing a corset all day, and then you get to the end of the day and you get to take that flipping thing off and actually breathe out. Oh my gosh, that's the energy that I'm getting here. that somebody was, and do you know what, my new favourite word is scrozen. And don't ask me why, I absolutely love scrozen. But can you imagine being scrozen, being squeezed? And that's the energy that's coming through, especially past energy from maybe even 2024. It was like pressure was building and there was nowhere for it to go, because I've been using the analogy of, you know, that caterpillar creating a chrysalis, being in the darkness for a very long time, it being uncomfortable, it being a bit gross, you know, as it builds itself into something completely unrecognizable to those who are still caterpillars. And then that fight to get out. And that's the analogy that I should have used rather than the corset, because it really is this shaking your wings open. Where are you going to go? Once your wings have dried, where are you going to go? And I think that's not seeing things clearly might be for someone here, is not realizing what your next path, the next part of your path is. And I'm just getting goosebumps talking about this, because I can feel this energy of just excitement. There's no nervousness. And I was just thinking about that, like earlier in the day. I was thinking about a friend that's coming to see me, someone who's coming to see me, and how I wasn't nervous. I was just so flipping excited, so excited. And it's because something here has changed. We've all shifted, and we've shifted our axis. We're on the right timeline. We were on the timeline before. When we were in 2024, we were already on that timeline. It's almost like the timeline we were on was just off a little, off kilter, and it's the perspective has been shifted, and now we're on it, and it's open road. All of these analogies, right? Where would you like me to go? You want me to go over here? Okay. Tell me about this. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get to finish what I was saying, and we've got the Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. This is the fall. This is the new beginning. And that's wild. That is so crazy, because I'm putting it down on the wheel, and the wheel's, the first thing it says is new beginnings. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Okay. So I keep getting the words that you've passed a test, but I don't feel like you were being marked on something. I feel like you were overcoming something that wasn't just yours to overcome. I feel like it was many's to overcome. What does that mean? Why was it many's? It's like this was something that had been carried by your forefathers, your foremothers, by your ancestors. This is something that, so maybe generational trauma, generational curses, that whatever they went through was being carried through the bloodline, and you were that's the reason why you are the chosen one. Because we use that word very kind of willy-nilly, right? But you chose, as much as like you were put on earth and you have this purpose wasn't forced on you. It wasn't something like you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm here now, and oh, I've got to do that. Are you serious? That's a really rocky road that I've got to go on. My understanding and my beliefs, so not fact, but my beliefs, is that we choose the paths that we want to go on. We choose whether we want to go on the really difficult ones, or we want to go on the ones that are kind of like a lazy Sunday, but you don't really get much done. You don't really achieve that much. The ones that are hardest are the ones that usually have the most inner strength. And I honestly feel like you chose this. You knew that if you could do this, it would change everything. And it is changing everything. You've got the Knight of Air coming out, intelligent, decisive, idealistic and tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. And this is to 8 of Michael. I feel like you're not seeing the opportunities that are coming in. You're literally not going to see the opportunity. You're not going to realize the magnitude of how you're healing and how removing karmic debt from your forefathers, from your foremothers, is going to open up, literally like this card, open up the gates to a completely different life It's almost like jumping into a completely different dimension. Sorry, I keep looking out the windows because there's so many birds out there today. Tell me about the Three of Gabriel. I feel like there's travel coming up. I feel like, I had, do you accept? Do you accept? Do you accept this? And I'm not getting that this is somebody like giving you a contract and going, oh, do you accept this? Will you sign it? I feel like this may be another portion of your soul contract that you made with the divine before you came into corporeal form. And it's something that needs a conscious, almost like activation. So I don't know if you're going to have, especially with it saying follow your dreams, I don't know if you're going to have like really vivid dreams, downloads while you're in the bath or in the shower, whether there's going to be a specific memory when you were very young that comes to you that you go, oh my gosh, yeah, I get that. Yes, I do. I accept that. I accept the challenge. Or I accept this next phase. It's going to come to you in a, I don't feel like it's going to come in a physical form. I feel it's going to come in an etheric or mental form. A memory, maybe. And it's going to activate the next part. Yeah, look, I went to say emotions and look what came out, the Queen of Water. To the Star, happy times. Oh my gosh. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. Didn't that come out in another one about caring for yourself and others? It did. The Queen of Ariel. The Queen of Water. We've got the Queen of Cups coming out twice. Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. I honestly feel like there has been an expansiveness in your heart, in someone's heart space here, in the way that you perceive love, in the way that you perceive people, in the way that you perceive connecting yourself into the community that is around you. And I just saw like Neo's face from The Matrix when he figures it out, when he becomes one with the Matrix, when he realizes that it's an entire illusion and that he can just manipulate it. And I think I've used this analogy before where, you know, all of those agents, they are shooting at him and he just, no, it's not real. No. Looks at the bullet, drops one, and then just sends them back to them. I feel like somebody's already at this. Oh, going to be. I heard somebody is going to be at that point. This is literally going up the steps of enlightenment. Wow. Archangel Jophiel, and it says, for the Star, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. You're on the right path. Oh my goodness, you're on the right path. And I feel like it really is coming from a place of deep love for yourself, the earth, people around you, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. I do feel like someone may come in to give you financial advice or give you advice here. Especially if you're concerned about whether you're on the right path. And I don't mean like you are off the beaten track and oh my gosh, you're so off your purpose. No, but it's there's a tiny little sprinkle of doubt coming in for someone here. And I don't know if it's because they are looking at they're looking at certain manifestations that haven't shown up just yet in the physical. It doesn't mean that they're not coming. And I've used this analogy before. When you order something from Amazon, you find the product that you want, you put it into your, your cart, you pay for it, and it tells you the date it's coming. You wait for that date, but you don't just sit there going, oh my gosh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. You go to work, you feed your kids, you take your dog for a walk, you do whatever it is that you're doing, and sometimes you may even forget that it's coming. And then, boop, there it is, Sometimes it's just thrown at your door by the postie, but it's there, it comes. And there is no doubt in your mind that it's not going to arrive. It's not unless it becomes days after that you're like, hey, where is it? So why would a manifestation be any different? Why would it be any different if you've already sent out to the universe what it is that you want, what it is that you want to create? And I'm talking about a sense of community. It could be a product, it could be a project. there's a need to trust yourself, especially if you haven't seen it turn up just yet. Completely trust yourself, because you are on the right path. You are on the right path. Okay, where would you like me to go now? I thought so, but I wasn't sure. It seems that Spirit just wants tarot cards today. Okay, let me see. What do we need to know about the wheel? There may be, there's a delay or a block of some sort that's being cleared up, okay? A change in direction. I feel like there is something that's tapering out to make space for something new coming into your life. And I don't know if that is a relationship. I don't know if that is a job. What I am getting though is there may be doubt coming in, because what you're seeing in the physical, what you're seeing in the 3D is, oh my gosh, that's tapering out. That relationship is slowing down, or that person's becoming distant, or, you know, I'm not getting the projects that I wanted to at work, or whatever it may be. Not realizing that that doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It doesn't mean that you've done something wrong, or that you need to work harder. No, it just means that the universe is redirecting you for a reason. For you to harvest something. Because look what we have here. We have the 9 of Wands coming out to the Empress. The 9 of Wands is about healing. I feel like this whole entire reading is about applauding you on your healing. A good well done on what it is that you've done. I feel like someone needs to hear that they've done a good job. You've done a good job. You've literally done an excellent flipping job. And I know that it's tiring. And I know that someone here may be aching for a change, aching for some, like, you've been ready. Someone here has been ready for a while, and you just want that leap. Let's do it. Let's go. You have to remember that whatever it is that is coming in for you in a positive, amazing, life-changing way has many other cogs, and those cogs could be people. Those cogs could be vacancies in jobs. They could be, you know, that inheritance coming in, and everything happens in divine timing. So as much as there may be slight frustration at, I want it now, everything has to be in the right place for you to receive it when you need to receive it. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. This is somebody who is forever healing. We are forever healing. We are forever students. We're never done with learning or healing or growing. Because if we did, then that would mean that there was a limit, and the universe is infinite, right? This 9 of Wands, as you can see, she's resting. She's resting on that wand, but she's not falling over. And I want to put this one down. Should I put it on that one there? No. Okay, so let's put the Empress there instead. The Empress is about harvest. This is like, I was going to say your year of harvest. And I heard 7 years. For someone, it's between 7 and how many years? 7 and 12. For the next 7 to 12 years, it's going to be Empress energy of receiving, of abundance, of growth. And I think that this is going to be setting someone up for that generational wealth, for that that seed. And I've heard this before, the story of the mustard seed. It takes just a mustard seed to grow something massive. All it takes is one action, right? And correct me if I'm wrong with that. I just keep seeing things about mustard seeds. But I feel like what it is that you are going to be building over the next 7 to 12 years, but this next 12 months is going to set up your descendants. It's going to set up your children's children. And if you're not having children, then it could be adoptive children or whoever. You get what I mean, right? I'm going to place this one down over here. I'm going to put this next to the 9. This is to do with your healing. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. And then having the events that occur at great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. There's something about the way in which you are healing is actually going to help you when it comes to connecting and collaborating with people that are on the same vibration as you. And I know that it's because you're matching the vibration of them. But it's more than that. It's the way in which you express yourself, and out comes the Queen of Swords. It's the way in which you express yourself through a creative lens. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is coming out again. Yo, that's 3 Queen of Pentacles. That's 3 Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing yourself and those that you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. I am floored. I have never done a reading, never that I can remember, where the Queen of Pentacles has been so prevalent, has just wanted to show itself. This is amazing. And it's clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. Literally, I think that there is something that you are about to create that is going to affect so many people in a positive light. And this is happening because you've passed that threshold. You've healed something here. You broke a generational curse or trauma or whatever that may be. And in doing so, you've actually freed many souls that came before you that may have found it very, very difficult to remove the karmic debt that they had on their backs. So this is like, if these are like actual chains, imagine that the karmic debt or pain is a chain around the neck, the arms, whatever that may be. You've broken those by healing it within yourself. Healing yourself, you've healed your entire ancestral line. Wow. Oh my gosh, we have the 7 of Wands in reverse to the Queen of Swords. This is talking about how you are able to intuitively speak to others about your experiences. And I don't think it's just that. I honestly feel that someone here is a very powerful psychic or a very powerful empath, at least. Someone is very tapped into God, to Allah, to divine source here, and knows how to speak on internal struggles in a way that makes other people feel heard, makes other people feel seen, makes other people feel valued. And I think that that is such a beautiful talent to have, because that's what's helping to change the world. That's how we raise the vibrations of the collective consciousness. You know, even if it's one person at the time, is allowing them to feel like they can heal at the pace that they need to, that it's okay to cry, it's okay to not do it it's okay not to be okay, as long as you're not isolating yourself. I think that is beautiful. And I'm looking at the star here with happy times, make positive, optimistic long-term plans, and you are on the right path. Whatever it is that you're doing to take care of yourself and others, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. We need more people like you on this planet. We honestly do. We honestly do. Because our wounds, as much as we'd rather not have trauma and we'd rather not have wounds, and I'm not a therapist, so this is just my opinion, those things have molded us to be the kind people that we are today, the kind person that you are today. I'm so proud of you. I'm so flipping proud of you. This is making me a bit emotional. I love this. There are so many queens that have come out here. And that's irrespective of gender. Seriously. I've been told to stop. Okay, I'm going to stop right there and then. I think that that's all we need to know right now, is that you've passed this threshold. You've passed a test. You're being looked at so lovingly by your guides. They're so flipping proud of you, because I can see someone just like this looking down. They're so pleased and so proud, and they're so happy that you have got this far, not because they didn't think you would be able to do it, but because you did it. They know that you were the right one for the job. I really hope that this has given you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to this channel and this resonated for you, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell. Yeah, soul family, I love you guys.